oversimplified. Perfect knowledge not always exists. Some firm may not have the knowledge of the advanced technology. Sometimes we may not have the knowledge of the different prices charged by different sellers. Sometimes input may not have the label, may not have the knowledge in which factories, in which company, in which firm, what is the salary of the different employees. Rationality rarely exists. In previous discussion, we have said that firm work rationally. It means firm decide production level at which unit cost is minimum. But in criticism, we say that these assumptions really exist. Homogeneous product. Neoclassical theory of firm assume that product of different firms are homogeneous. But in real market, there are various variety of the different type of products. So all products of the all firms are not homogeneous. In case of petrol pump, we can say both two, three, four petrol pumps are provide the same type of quality. But in other products, in clothes, in shoes, we cannot say that products are homogeneous. In one shop, product will be different, and in another shop, product will be different. So assumptions of the homogeneous product of neoclassical theory is not true. Neglect of market dynamics. Neoclassical theory also neglects the market dynamics. It ignores the innovation. It ignores the learning, doing by learning. It ignores the static behavior, which are necessary and which are used usually. Limited scope. Neoclassical theory scope is limited. Its sole focus is on profit maximization. It ignores the other objectives. Other objective may be growth, sustainability, managerial preferences. In next slide, we will discuss these objectives. Neoclassical theory ignores the transaction cost. Neoclassical theory assumes that there is no transaction cost in market exchange. But in existence of firm, we have understand that transaction cost exists. So neoclassical theory is not free from the criticism. Therefore, this theory will not properly explain the behavior of firm. We learn the theory so that theory can teach us about the behavior of a firm. But this theory has a lot of limitation. If we do our analysis based on this theory, then our analysis will not be perfect. If our economic analysis is not perfect, we would not be able to take the right business decision. If we are not able to take right business decision, then business success will be limited. So we need different theories and we need to learn the different objectives of the firm so that we can understand the behavior of a firm. So next we discuss the managerial theories of the firm. Managerial theories of firm explore the behavior of firm under the assumption that managers may have objectives other than maximizing profits, such as maximizing sales, maximizing growth, maximizing their own utility. And such theories are largely applicable in large firm, big firm, who often runs the large firm. If firm is large, then there is chances that owner will be different and manager will be different. In large firm, ownership and management is different. So in such firm, with this assumption, managerial theory of firm operate. Managerial of the firm assume that separation of ownership and control in large firm allows manager to pursue personal goals. Ownership is different from the management. This difference between management and ownership allow the manager to pursue their personal goals. And manager may have different goals. Firm goal may be profit maximization, but firm is being run by the managers, not by the owner. If owner are there, they may focus on profit maximization. But there are managers and firm is at large scale. So manager may focus on their personal goal. So there is a difference between separation between the ownership and management. In such situation, manager may pursue their personal goals. Manager act to secure their position. Position means their job, management designation, top management, and benefits. Benefit may be in the form of houses, benefit may be in the form of cars, telephones, AC rooms. If one is working as a manager, then facilities are different. If one is not working as a manager, then facility may be different for him. So manager may be work for their own personal goal rather than objectives of the firm. So here there is a chance for change in the objective of the firm from the profit maximization. Constant like stakeholders, shareholder expectations, market competition, safe managerial decision. Manager may take decisions based on the expectation of the shareholder and market competition situation rather than the rational operation assumption. In rational operation assumption, we have state that firm will operate at the level at which per unit cost of production is minimum, so that firm may work efficiently. But in managerial theories, in real world, manager may take different type of decision based on shareholder expectations. Market competition shape the managerial decision. So this is the reason behind different goals for the firm. Relevance and criticism of the managerial theory. Practical relevance. Managerial theory is much near to the practical world. Managerial theory helps explain behavior in large corporations like diversification, corporate takeovers, and strategic decision making. These insights are crucial for policymakers, economists, and regulators who study corporate governance and firm behavior. So, if we, economic analysis, understanding, knowing the firm behavior, then there is need to a realistic approach. So, managerial theory provide more realistic approach. Managerial theory is not also free from the criticism. They have also some criticism. Managerial theory assumes managerial freedom without considering strong stakeholder interventions. Stakeholder intervention may save the managerial decisions. Manager may be forced by stakeholder to consider their benefit also in taking their decisions. So managerial theory of firm largely focus on managerial freedom. Manager have freedom, but not so much freedom. Manager freedom is limited, and it is limited due to stakeholder interventions. Limited applicability to the small firm or closely held companies. If there is a small firm, then managerial theory has the low applicability because in small firm, manager and owner may be same person. Closely held companies, it means there may be two, three, four, five partners instead of 1,000, 2,000 shareholders. There may be big large partner, big large shareholder. So then we say closely held companies. If the stakeholders are large, then managerial theory work properly. If stakeholders are low, their number is less. That is the closely held companies. In such companies and in small firms, managerial theories of firm has limitation. So we discuss next firm objectives and we explore these objectives in detail. So this is the first objective, profit maximization. How a firm achieve profit maximization objective. The objective of a firm can vary depending upon its type. Firm may have different type. Firm may be large, firm may be small, firm may be public, firm may be private. It may be in partnership, it may be sole proprietorship. So based on its type, ownership structure, market environment and managerial priorities, firm objectives will be different. If type is different, if ownership structure is different. If market environment, if firm is working in perfect competition, firm is working under government control, if firm was working under the oligopolistic situation, then firm objective will be different as per market environment. While the traditional economic theory focuses on profit maximization, but modern approaches recognize that firms often pursue multiple objectives. Multiple objectives include social objective. Firm may work for social welfare. Firm may be non-profit making firm. There are profit making firms as well as non-profit making firm. So these non-profit making firm may be objective may have social welfare. Firm may work for managerial benefit maximization. Firm may have these own strategic goals. So it will depend upon type of firm, ownership structure of the firm, market environment, and managerial priorities. Now we discuss the some main objectives of the firm. These objectives help us to understand the behavior of the firm. So first objective may be profit maximization. So rationally behind these objectives, why firm focus on profit maximization? Because profit provides resources for growth. If there is profit, it may be reinvested and firm may grow. And profit is necessary for survival as well. And profit is expected by the shareholders. Profit is expected by the owners. Profit may be one objective of the firm. So this is the rationale for firm focus on profit maximization. What type of strategy firm use? How firm get the equilibrium in case of profit maximization? For profit maximization, optimize production to the point where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So profit maximization analysis is based on marginal analysis. We are using the marginal cost. We are using the marginal revenue. So we are using the marginal concepts. So this analysis is known as marginal analysis because we are using the concept from the marginal revenue. Change in revenue by sale of one unit. Marginal cost. Change in total cost from the production of one additional unit. So we use the marginal concept for profit maximization as per neoclassical theory. And we need two conditions. First, the production level. Firm do production up to the level at which marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Firm produce, then firm sell, and from sale they get the revenue. And revenue of additional unit is known as the marginal revenue. And there is simultaneously a cost, marginal cost of an additional unit. If firm is producing 10 units and then firm decide to produce 11 units, then cost of 11th unit is the marginal cost. So firm will look at the cost of that unit and revenue from that unit. If these both are same, then firm will decide the production. This particular level is best for that firm which is interested in profit maximizing. So this is the one condition. And another condition is that at that level, slope of marginal cost curve should be equal to slope of marginal revenue. Marginal cost is increasing when we are producing more, and marginal revenue decline when we sell more. So at the point at which these both cut and these both are equal, at that point slope of marginal cost should be rising. Slope of marginal cost should be greater than the slope of marginal revenue. So these are the two conditions for equilibrium of the profit maximization firm. The firm will decide based on this about the level of production. Firm will take the decision how much he should produce. So firm will produce at the level at which marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost and slope of marginal cost is greater than the slope of marginal revenue. And based on this economic theory, this economic logic, firm will take the decision about the level of production. This is the example from the profit maximization case. And this example is from monopolistic competitive firm. This firm is monopolistic competitive because average revenue curve is downward sloping. Marginal revenue curve is downward sloping. In this diagram, on vertical axis, we have measured the price, we have quoted the cost, and we have shown the different level of prices P1, P2, P3, P4. And horizontal axis, we have shown the quantity, and we have different level of quantity Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and we have a average cost curve, and shape of this average cost curve is U shape, and we have another curve, marginal cost curve. And in previous slide we have learned that at the equilibrium level, marginal cost would be equal to marginal revenue. And if we look at this diagram, at the production level Q1, from Q1 we start upward, and there is a point of the intersection of the marginal cost and marginal revenue at the production level Q1. And at this level, marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. At this level, marginal revenue is negative slope, whether marginal cost slope is positive. So at this level, both conditions are met. First is marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Second is the slope of the marginal cost curve is greater than the slope of the marginal revenue curve. Marginal revenue straight line is declining, so its slope is negative, and in marginal cost it is increasing, so its slope is positive. So positive is greater than the negative, so both conditions are met. So as per profit maximization condition, firm will decide to operate to decide the level of output at Q1 or to Q1. According to the profit maximization objective, this will be level of the output. But we have a different minimum average cost. Minimum average cost is at Q4. And as per rationality assumption, firm should operate at the Q4 because at there is a minimum average cost. If cost is minimum, then firm is working economically efficiently. At Q4, there is a economic efficiency because per unit cost is minimum. At Q1, per unit cost is different from the Q4 level, and Q1 output per unit cost is higher than the output level Q4. So from this simple diagram, we easily learn there may be inefficiency. From this simple diagram, at Q4, average cost is minimum. If average cost is minimum, it means firm is working efficiently. You can simply say. But firm profit maximization target is achieved at the Q1. So difference in the average cost from Q1 to Q4. At Q4, average cost is equal to the OP4. Cost is on vertical side. So at Q4 production level, average cost is P4 or 2P4. But at Q1 level, average cost is slightly higher than P3 level. Average cost is slightly higher than the P3 level. So gap between P4 and P3 may be defined as inefficiency because there is a higher cost. So this is a simple way to understand whether inefficiency exists or not. And at this diagram, we have literally measure the efficiency level as well. If firm is operating at Q4, then firm is operating efficiently. If there are several firms, one firm is operating at Q4 and another firm is operating at Q1 level production. Firm A is producing Q1 level and firm B is producing Q4. Then we can say that for firm B, per unit cost is minimum and for firm A, per unit cost is larger. So firm having minimum per unit cost is efficient, and firm having larger cost is inefficient. So in real world, real market, inefficiency exists. So through this course, our focus will be on learning the measurement of inefficiency, efficiency, productivity. So firm may have different objectives. As per different objective, there may be different equilibrium level for the firm. I think this diagram is clear. Next, firm may have sale revenue maximization objective. Previously, we have learned the profit maximization objective. Sale revenue maximization hypothesis. This hypothesis states that a firm objective is maximization of the sale revenue achieved from selling goods and services. And this hypothesis is proposed by William Baumol, sale revenue maximization model, rather than profit maximization model. And according to Baumol model, firm attempt to maximize the sale revenue rather than profit, subject to a minimum profit, constant to satisfy shareholders. This firm also look at the profit, but the sole objective is sale revenue maximization rather than simply profit maximization. And minimum profit is posed just to satisfy the shareholders. So rationally for this firm is due to separation of ownership from the management, because decisions are taken by the managers. So managers often link personal benefits in their decisions. These may be like salaries, slacks, bonuses, prestige. So rationally for sale value maximization firm is to separation between the ownership and management. Increasing market share is the another objective, another reason for sale value maximization. In short run, firm may focus on market share. In long run, firm may think about the profit, but in short run, firm may focus on losing profit and to focus on the market share, so that they may be hold the large share. They may operate at the large scale. They may establish their dominance in real world market also. If there is a shop and they start another shop, then next shop may down the prices, and existing shop may down the prices larger than the new firm, so that new firm may shut down their operation, and when the next one shut down the operation, then previous firm may increase the prices. They may focus on profit, but in short run they may shift their focus from profit to the maximization of their share in the market share. Another reason may be financial institutions. Financial institutions may provide better facilities, better finance to the firm which have larger market share, which save for firm whose sale is higher rather than profit. Financial institution may decide whether to finance this company or not based on their sale, whether their sale is increasing or not, whether they have large market size or not. So for this purpose, firm may need to focus on sale value maximization rather than profit maximization. Example of such firm engaging in aggressive marketing, pricing strategy to increase the sale. Firm use aggressive marketing strategy and pricing strategy. Pricing strategy simply firm may reduce the price in short run. So these are the some examples of firms. And in real world, we may say Amazon strategy, aggressive pricing, frequent discount and promotion. If firm is operating based on discount, if firm is offering frequent discount, it means it is focused on the sale value maximization rather than profit maximization. If a firm is reducing the price, then profit will be low. So here focus is increasing the sale revenue. And firm may offer such price discount in time of Prime Day. For example, in New Year. For example, near Diwali. For example, near any festival. Firm may shut down firm will lower the prices. Free and fast shipping of all Prime members. Firm may offer home delivery. Firm may offer free shipping. If you online purchase, some firm charges from us for delivery and some firm offer free delivery. So here focus may be on sale revenue maximization rather than profit. So these are the some reasons, some rationale for objectives of the sale revenue maximization. In this diagram, we have included both sale revenue maximization and profit maximization. And in this diagram, we have used some mathematics and some geometry. We have total cost curve. Total cost curve. Total cost is rising shape. And we have total revenue. And after a particular point, total revenue start to decline. There is a point for maximum total revenue. But total cost continue with rise with output. As we increase output, cost will increase. There is no chance for decrease in total cost. Average cost may decline, marginal cost may decline, but total cost is expected to increase. But total revenue has a maximum point. So in this diagram, in horizontal level, we have the output level, quantity of output. And in vertical level, we have total cost, total revenue, and profit. TC represents the total cost, PR indicate total revenue, and sign of pi, it represents the profit. So profit will be maximum at the point where difference between total cost and total revenue is highest. So at EP, point EP in this diagram, difference between total cost and total revenue is highest. So profit maximization firm will operate at the level of OX. At the OX, profit will be higher. But in this diagram, we will show sale revenue maximization equilibrium. So sale revenue will be higher at which where total revenue is highest. Total revenue comes from sale. So sale revenue will be highest at the point ER. At ER, total revenue is highest. So sale revenue is highest at the level of output at OXS. The level of output shown by ER at the x-axis is different from the level of output shown by point EP. EP point is profit maximization and ER point is the sale revenue maximization. So output level for both sale revenue maximization firm and profit maximization firm will be different. Profit maximization firm will fix different output level. Sale revenue maximization firm will decide the different level of output. And sale revenue maximization firm will consider the profit as well. So profit is shown at the lower side, inverted U shape. Inverted U shape. This is the profit curve. And this profit is maximum at OXM level. Equilibrium down shown by the EP point. Profit is maximum. But profit is lower at the ER, below the ER point. Because at this point, firm is maximize its sale. Sale revenue maximize firm also earn some profit, but lower than the profit maximization firm. I think from this diagram we are able to understand the difference between sale revenue maximization and profit maximization. So in both cases, output level will be different, and this output level shows the decisions of the firm. Firm take decision about their output level. So this is the one decision of the firm regarding output as well as regarding their profit maximization and sale revenue maximization. And we have used at this diagram slide mathematics, elementary mathematics. Curly R upon curly X. R is revenue, total revenue, X is our output. So we take the derivative of the total revenue with respect to output. So derivative gives us marginal. Slope gives us marginal. If we take the derivative of a total function, then it gives us marginal. So at ER level, this derivative is zero. It means at ER level, marginal revenue is zero. After this, total revenue start to decline. That is why we show that curly R upon curly X is equal to zero. If we increase output further, we say then our total revenue will be less than the maximum revenue. So by mathematics and by derivative, we learn the derivative and marginal. And the same marginal is the slope. In geometry, we use the word slope. In mathematics, we use the word derivative. And both of these show the marginal. In economics, we use the marginal. The terminology in different disciplines is different. In economics, for the same concept, we use the word marginal. In geometry, we use the word slope. In mathematics, we use derivative. So derivative, slope, and marginal, all these three concepts are the same things. And we use different terminology for different disciplines. But these indicate the same thing. So at the profit maximization level, this is inverted U-shaped curve. Slope of this curve, curly pi upon curly x is zero. It means at maximization level, slope is zero, marginal is zero. It means if we do additional profit, then margin will start negative and total profit will decline rather than increase because it had reached it at zero level. In initial level, it is increasing and it reach at maximum where it becomes zero and thereafter it start to decline. So from this diagram, we understand the difference between sale revenue maximization and profit maximization. Different objective different may be growth maximization. And this objective is proposed by the Robinson-Marcis. Robinson-Marcis model focus on firm attempt to maximize the growth and firm equate the growth of demand for products of the firm and growth of the supply of the capital. Principle of separation of manager's utility function from owner's utility function. GD represent the managerial utility function and GC represent the owner utility function. So firm goal is to maximize the GD and GC. That is the balanced rate of growth. A growth rate at which GD is equal to GC is known as balanced rate of growth. At this rate, objectives of both owners and managers are satisfied. So firm attempt to equate the to consider the management as well as owner rather than simply focus either on profit or either on sale revenue maximization. In this objective, we have considered the both aspects. Next, reason for rationale of the growth maximization may be ensure long-run sustainability. And strategy for such growth may be diversification, merger and acquisition. An example of such firm include Google, Alphabet, Inc. And for this they may use diversification and invest heavily in research and development for maximization of their growth. Next we have survival objectives of the firm. And this objective is given by Nobel laureate Herbert Simon in 1956. So instead of sale revenue maximization, instead of profit maximization, firm focus on their survival in long run. So they can an example of such firm the startup. Startup may not focus on the profit, but startup may not focus on the managerial utility maximization. Startup may focus on their survival. So this is the different objectives of the firm. And now government focus is also on some startups. So this is the near to reality. Another objectives of firm may be utility maximization. Maximize managerial utility, which depends on factors like expenditure of the staff, managerial salaries, and discretionary investment. So manager can balance between the staff salary and their own salary. In previously we have focused that manager focus only on their own salary. But in this model we are saying that manager may take a balance between mm, staff salary and their own salary. So this is the another objective of the firm. Social and ethical objectives of the firm. Meet corporate social responsibility may be one objective of the firm. And in today's world, corporate social responsibility has become a legal obligation of the firm. Whether it is profit maximization, whether it is different startup, corporate social responsibility may be imposed of them. Startup may be allowed for some time not to focus on corporate social responsibility. But after that, they are also supposed to do corporate social responsibility. The firm like Tata Group. In India, Tata Group is well known for social responsibility. So this is the example where firm sole objective is not profit maximization. But Tata Group is well respected in this country. Principal agent theory. This theory also provides us a base for difference between the principal and agent. Principal is person who assign job to other. Agent are the person who do job. So there may be conflict between principal and agent, and this conflict may cause inefficiency. So principal agent theory provide us a base for existence of the inefficiency. Our focus of this course is measurement of the efficiency. So from this principal agent theory, we may give the logic that this is the reason for this is the determinant of inefficiency. One firm is more efficient, another firm is more less efficient. So principal agent theory provide us explanation for this. And next we have the resource based view. Firm exists due to some firm have their own resources. They have monopoly in these resources. Other firm may not have access to these resources. So existence of firm may be due to ownership of some special type of resources. So those firms which have some special type of resources may like some firm have better technology. Some firm have monopoly on that technology. Due to this technology, that firm may operate at the lower cost. And due to that resources, there is reason that firm have more efficient and another firm is low efficient. So if resources are unique, then firm may have the more efficient. And these are some suggested readings for these managerial theories of firm. And next with these, now we finish this lecture and we focus on our formal inaugural ceremony. And we will discuss the question in tutorials. There will be tutorial session as well. So now thank you to all, and now I invite our functionaries for their main job of the inaugural function. Thank you.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. With this positive thought, I extend a warm good morning to all of you present here, respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, and enthusiastic participants. I, Pooja Kumari, Senior Research Fellow, extend a warm welcome to all of you. Today we have gathered for this insightful Gian course on managerial efficiency and productivity measurement, theory and practice, organized by INSAR Maharshi University, Rohtak. To mark the beginning of this workshop, let us rise for the soulful rendition of our full gift. For that, I request you all to please stand up and join the full gift. Thank you, everyone. Now, I request Professor Satyavan Baroda to present the bouquet as a token of gratitude and respect to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Subal Singh Unukar. Please give a big round of applause. Now I request Dr. Ramkul Olen to honor our director, Professor Satyavan Baroda, with a bouquet. Please give a big hand. Now I request Dr. Naresh Kumar to honor our coordinator of this event, Dr. Ramkul Olen, with a bouquet. I request Manisha to honor the organizing secretary of this event, Dr. Naresh Kumar, with a bouquet. Please give a big hand. As we are gathered here to share the knowledge, to enrich our knowledge, but before that, we should thank the God. So now I request all of you to illuminate this event symbolically by lighting the ceremonial lamp I invite our dignitaries to kindly come forward and light the lamp. Sir, please, all the esteemed faculty, please, sir. Professor Dija Malani है, Professor Pradeep Alawat है, Professor Neeraj Jain है, please. Professor Dr. Rafi sir, Indian architect, Professor Managerial sir, please. Thank you, dignitaries and all the faculty members. May this light guide us toward the path of wisdom and success. Now I request Manisha to introduce all the dignitaries present over the dais. Please, Manisha.
Thank you, Pooja. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Although the Vice Chancellor, Professor Rajveer Singh sir, is not present here today due to his official work, I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to him for his unwavering support and vision that made this camp was possible. Thank you, sir. Let me take this opportunity to introduce our esteemed dignitaries on this dais. First of all, we are honored to have with us our chief guest, Professor Subal C. Kumagar. He is a distinct research professor in economics in Binghamton University, New York. He received his PhD from the University of Southern California in 1986. His research interests lie in applied microeconometrics with a focus on estimation of productivity and efficiency. Professor Kumagar is a world-renowned leading expert in productivity and performance measurement, with particular emphasis on the theory and application of stochastic frontier analysis. He has been working in areas of efficiency and productivity for 34 years and has made numerous contributions in the efficiency and productivity area. Professor Kumar Bhakar has published more than 400 research papers in these and related areas in rapid international journals and has given keynote addresses on these subjects in many international conferences and is co-author of Stochastic Frontier Analysis 2000 and a practitioner's guide to stochastic frontier analysis using Stata 2015. He is a fellow of Journal of Econometrics. He holds an honorary doctorate degree from Gothenburg University, Sweden, 1997. Currently, he is co-editor of Empirical Economics and an associate editor of 8 international journals. Additionally, he has guest edited many special issues of Journal of Econometrics, Empirical Economics, Journal of Productivity Analysis, and other international journals. Prior to coming to Binghamton in 2001, he taught at the University of Texas from 1986 to 2000. Let's give a big round of applause for him. On the right, next we have Professor Satyavan Baroda. He served as a director and professor in the Institute of Management Studies and Research, specializing in human resource management. He is an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad. He has completed 9 months faculty development program in IIM Ahmedabad. He received his bachelor's with psychology from Kurukshetra University and master's from Mahasi Dayanand University, Rohtak. He has 25 years experience of teaching, guiding and research at Mahasi Dayanand University. In addition to his teaching and research responsibilities, Professor Satyavan Baroda is a recognized teacher and trainer of Yoga by Patanjali Yoga Peeth, Haridwar. He has organized more than 80 weekly yoga training campus for public along with more than 300 yoga training sessions for school, college, university students since 2000 free of cost. Now give a big round of applause for Satyavan Baroda sir. Now next we have to move Professor Rampur Olam. Professor Rampur Olam attended a PhD in economics from Department of Economics at Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra, Haryana. Recently, he has been featured in the world's top 2% scientist list, October 2023, developed by Stanford University, USA. He has 2 decades of training, teaching, and research experience. He has published His recent work has been published in the following good quality journals: Technology Forecasting and Marketing, Journal of the Knowledge Economy, Serial Review, etc. He is known mainly for good quality sole authored publications. His books include Generalization of Fuzzy Information Measures, Springer, WTO and Indian Agriculture, Global Research Publication, New Delhi, India, and Globalization and Dairy Industry, printed by Thomson Press. Now it's a time for a big round of applause for him. Next we move